Hello everyone and welcome back to another Plane Dude 777 video. Today we'll be having a look at the Starlux A321neo business class from Taipei to Penang. As I am transiting from my previous flight from Los Angeles to Taipei, I now have some time to kill on my hands. But today we'll be heading over to the special Starlux Lounge. As you can see, this entire area of the airport is just dedicated for business class lounges. And here we are, the Starlux specific lounge here with this very nice and standout design. As we enter, you can see that it has a very clean and very modern look to it. And after a quick check-in at the entrance, here is what the entire lounge looks like. Yes, the lounge is actually pretty small, especially compared to the other lounges here in Taipei Airport. But nonetheless, there was some snacks to be had. I got this little private space here, which I was directly led to by a purser or attendant, as I assumed that you weren't exactly allowed to pick your own seat, given the size of the lounge. Now, I started off with an a la carte dish, which I ordered from the menu, which was basically ramen, which was a very good choice for breakfast. And I also got some Asahi beer, even water, and some Dodgers and Clippers merch, which you can see right here. Now, this was a great addition to my little collection of aviation-based things, and I enjoyed having them alongside my ramen. Next up were some fries, chocolate ice cream, and a chocolate cake, which was very good. And as soon as I finished my meal, you can see how quickly the lounge filled up since it was already around in the morning time. I was lucky that I got here early, and I will say that this is the best spot. Now, I left soon right after to go to my gate, but first let's have a look at Taipei Taoyuan International Airport a little more, featuring this very large lobby, area, with a lot of stores and other lounges. Then I made my way slowly to the gate, featuring this very narrow hallway. And here we are at gate A5 for our flight JX721 to Penang. In this terminal, the gates are designed so that you have to go downstairs into the main gate area, which is a little unique. And now let's head into the A321neo through the gate bridge. And here is the A321neo business class seat. I am sitting in the back right row of the plane, and here is what the front looks like, featuring some nice leg space and a starting drink to start off the flight. I was also given a very nice plush blanket for this 4-hour flight, and to the right of the seat you can also pull up this armrest here or push it down when you're lying down. Here's the view of the A321neo to the right, featuring 2 planes from Korea and a very nice view. The back of the seat has some nice storage with some charging ports and the headset port. And the middle of the seat has some nice little storage options, as well as the remote control for the screen and the seat controls to adjust your seat. Now let's have a look at the cabin itself. It features a 2-tube business class configuration set with about 8 seats only. And soon enough, it was time for us to taxi back. And as you can see, there is another Starlux A321neo in the distance. And here is the cute little Starlux safety video playing before our flight. And soon enough, we were already near the runway, ready to take off from Taipei to Penang. And as we rode up to the runway, we also saw another Starlux A321neo right behind us. So please do enjoy the following takeoff footage out of Taipei Taoyuan International Airport. Now that we're in the air, let's have a look at the tray table, which you can unfold like this. It's not the most sturdy thing in the world, but it is sturdy enough. You can have your dining set on top of it, or even use your laptop for work. Here are what the slippers look like, which are nice and comfortable, and I took them back home with me. And soon enough, here is the meal service featuring this appetizer, which was quite good, of course. And right after that, I got the Taiwanese classic bubble milk tea, which on Starlux I would say is very good. And here's the main dish that I pre-booked, which was basically braised beef with fried rice and a bunch of nice sides, which overall I would say is very, very good. Definitely a top quality meal on a 4 to 5 hour flight, whether in any airline or in any place. If there's one place that Starlux stands out in, it's their catering. I also asked for a mushroom soup, which was not included in my original set or pre-booking, but they obliged and let me have it anyway, which was very nice of them, and it was very good. Next was the fruit and cheese plate for dessert, and a side of a hot chocolate and another dessert, and this was good as well. And to cap it all off was a hot towel and an Evian water bottle. Overall, the meal service was great, the flight attendants were very nice and attentive, and I will say that Starlux is definitely improving as an airline, especially with their service and food. Next, let's have a look at the lie flat configuration. And even though you're not in the front, you can still get some ample leg space while you're lying down. And you also get this nice little privacy divider, which provides you with more privacy, especially if there is a person sitting next to you, which luckily for me, in this case, there was no one sitting next to me. Now let's have a look at the A321neo business class lavatory, and as always, it is nice and clean and has a nice Starlux-ish color theme to it. No complaints here from me. Now let's have a look at the overall seat itself in its lie flat configuration, and I will say this is certainly more than enough for a 3 to 4 hour flight from Taipei, and I certainly enjoyed this hard product here. Here is the view of the outside with the A321neo winglet. Definitely a great view. And let's have another quick look at the side of the seat. This is what the other seat looks like when there is no one sitting in it. So overall, if you're traveling in pairs, this seat is a great seat. And even if you're flying on your own, even if you have to step over someone while they're lying down, this seat, I would say, is still more than enough for a mid-range flight. Before landing, I decided to get myself another hot chocolate because why not? And I also got another Evian bottle, courtesy of the flight attendants. I will say, for Starlux, the flight attendants do go above and beyond, especially if you ask for it. And soon enough, we are approaching our destination of Penang, as you can see the Malaysian countryside here. So please enjoy the following landing footage. And here we are in Penang. Thank you to Starlux for a great flight, of course, featuring their business class product on the A321neo. Overall, I would give this product a score of 8.5 out of 10. It was a great flight with great crew. The only minus I would say is that Starlux could probably use a larger lounge with actual showers and actual restrooms inside of the lounge rather than having to go outside. Nonetheless, Starlux still has a lot of room to expand and improve, and do think that they will be a major player in the years to come. So, after stepping away from Starlux, here is the view of the A321neo, an absolutely gorgeous plane right here. and we will be heading into Penang. As I said before, Starlux, I think, has great potential to rival the current Taiwanese carriers, and as well as to become a larger player in the aviation space. And that is my review. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and this is Plane Dude 777 arriving in Penang and signing out.